What do you do when you want to move but you just can't sell your house? It's been on the market for months and all the viewings have dried up. Well, what you do is you stop selling and start swapping. House swapping is the latest trend to hit the property world. With around 10,000 properties registered with swap websites, it's a brilliant way to avoid the dreaded property chain and make that move onwards. We'll be meeting people who want to swap their home permanently. And we'll show them 3 properties to find their perfect match.
Come on in, let's take a look.
So come on in and we'll show you around the flat.
If you have a house to swap, I'd be very interested.
I thought Greg's apartment was lovely.
After a day spent road testing each other's properties and lifestyles, we'll bring them to the negotiating table where our straight-talking negotiator, Sunita, will help them thrash out a deal.
We have seen flats of similar values that do have the space.
The city living, you've got to compromise on space.
Before we find out if they'll swap homes for good. Hello and welcome. Today I'm in County Durham. Well, what can I tell you about the area? Quite a lot, actually, because I was just flicking through the guidebook. Did you know that Durham Cathedral is the finest example of Romanesque architecture on earth? You've got the Durham Dales on your doorstep. Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy fame, well, he grew up here. Anything else I can tell you that's interesting? Oh, well, that is interesting. Well, I'd never have guessed that. Today's house swappers come from County Durham. How fortuitous. Indeed. Childhood sweethearts Rhiannon and Gavin want to swap their suburban 3-bed terrace in Bishop Auckland for a new pad and an exciting urban lifestyle in a thriving northern city. After a recent career change, music promoter Rhiannon wants to be in the heart of the live music scene, and together the couple hope to make the most of the big city lifestyle before settling down to start a family. So, Rhiannon and Gavin want to swap their house. This is the house in question. This is the key that opens the door. So, put your hands up if you want to have a good snoop around. Right, come on, follow me. Ah, well, somebody's very house-proud in the lounge. This is very nicely presented, very calm and very neutral. But I like the splashes of retro, and I love the fireplace with the sunrise motif on it. It feels very homely. I kind of want to throw myself down the sofa, kick back, turn on the telly and see if I'm on. I think I might be on round about now. OK, here we have the dining room, which is a similar colour palette to the lounge. There's a nice sense of continuity. And take a look at this, my friends. We have what I think is an old bread oven, and it's absolutely immaculate. OK, it's a galley-style kitchen, but very nicely presented, nice units, and talk about cute details. Take a look at this. Rhiannon and Gavin even have their own mugs together. Aww. Right, now out here we have a nice courtyard-style... sorry, there's a cat over there and it's really staring at me. It's really staring at me, but with such disgust. Right, all we need to know, nice little garden. Hello.
I'm that mean-eyed cat.
Hopefully there'll be no more cats up here. Fingers crossed. Upstairs is a clean and bright bathroom, a cosy box room, and a more spacious second bedroom with enough room for a rather special bit of kit. Now, you don't know this about me, but I'm like a waistcoated Phil Collins. Or as Michael Jackson once said, just beat it. Right, now in here, whoa, it's the cat is back and it's still staring. OK, in the master bedroom, and it's feeling very masterful in here. We've still got these splashes of retro, lashings of light, with a side serving of agitated feline. Quite frankly, you're lucky that I'm not saying there's enough room in here to swing a cat. Let that be a lesson to you. Meow. Rhiannon and Gavin's 3-bedroom terrace house has been valued at £115,000. So that's the house, and before Gavin gets home from work, there's just time for a coffee and a quick chat with Rhiannon. Rhiannon, I've got to ask you the most important thing first. What's the deal with the cat? Because the cat ain't liking me. What is going on? There's no answer to that, is there? What's he called?
Charlie.
What, does Charlie have an issue with boys wearing waistcoats or something?
He probably fancies you.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
really? He's a very
yeah.
modern cat.
Yes,
Oh,
he's,
there you go. I'm
you know,
flattered.
yeah.
All right. Why do you want to swap? Not
we-
cats, obviously. Houses.
We like city life, and Bishop Auckland's, it's a very nice place for families, but there isn't the sort of the buzz about the city that we love, and the choice of restaurants, gigs, things like that. Sort of the type of things that we want to appreciate for a few years before we start a family of our own.
So, what cities then? If we're going to name a few that you're really keen on.
Newcastle's a yes.
Yes.
Manchester, possibly.
Yeah.
London would be an option, but obviously the house prices are just too high.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to have to rule that one out.
Okay.
For us as well, at the moment, we need to try and keep our options open because I'm actually looking for work.
The very obvious question I've got to ask also that affects the whole deal is how much this is on the market for, or how much you can afford to swap up to.
Well, it was on the market for 115. That's how much it's been valued at, and we would like to keep around that price bracket.
Okay.
Below would be ideal, but we are realistic, and we know that for a city, trying to find a property for them prices would be pretty hard.
Now, it's interesting because there are two of you in this equation. I'm assuming that you've assumed the pants of power in terms of deciding really where you want to go. Or does Gavin have much say in this?
Oh, he has a lot of say in it.
Oh, okay, OK. He's got say too.
He's the very much the decision maker.
And you're the wild child?
No, I wouldn't say I'm wild. I still like my tea and toast and pyjamas at night.
Oh, you see, you can't be all rock and roll.
No,
with toast and pyjamas, look at that. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get Gavin and let's go and look at some houses.
OK.
I got 3 lovely ones to show you. Come
OK,
on, grab your
thank
coffee.
you.
With Gavin back from work, it's time to see the potential house swaps. So, Gavin, I've heard a lot from Rhiannon this morning about what you guys are after. Is there anything else that you think is important I should be warned about?
Obviously, there's a set of drums upstairs that might...
I noticed those. Good soundproofing.
Good soundproofing, yeah, and some good neighbours would be beneficial.
Good neighbours.
I think everything will be covered.
Yeah, we'll cover those. Good neighbours. First of all, have you ever heard of a place called Newcastle? Do you know, have you ever heard of Newcastle?
Lobby area. This actually leads on to my bedroom. I love the bay window, which is nice and sunny. A little wee walk-in wardrobe. I like sitting on that chair and drinking vino on a Friday and waiting for Dorothy because never she's ready on time.
This is your lovely bathroom, isn't it?
It is.
I love the mirror for morning makeup.
This is where all the wine and dining and friends socialising. And I guess, Dorothy, all the party games?
Yeah. You can play Twister here as well. It's enough place to play Twister.
Yeah, only when we move the table.
So this is the room where I'm staying over the weekend. I really, really love it because it's really, really peaceful. And when Safi moves out, I actually will really, really miss it.
Now, I must admit, this is my favourite part of the place. I'm a bit partial to Indian cooking. You've got 2 ovens, fridge freezer, integrated granite worktops. You're not going to find another kitchen like this in a 2-bed flat in Sandyford. And this is a courtyard out here. Great in the summer, certainly big enough to park your car. And pretty much nice just to have a little bit of extra space.
think she did a very good job.
She did.
But then she is an estate agent, so I guess that might have something to do with it. Right, let's talk about how we feel about the property. What did we think, honestly?
It was beautifully decorated.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like the wallpapers? I noticed some very big, bold wallpapers.
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was quite nice, I quite liked it.
Do you sleep in that bedroom with that crazy zany wallpaper going on?
If I'd drunk as much wine as she probably did, I would get away with it.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, I think it looks like it should only be a one-bedroom flat. And
I've got you.
she's used the bedroom, the living room as the bedroom.
I've got you, yeah. But don't forget that you are going to go from a full-blown house to city living. And it's all about living in the city, not necessarily all the time being in your apartment. All right, let's look at another property. Guess where we're going next? It's Newcastle again. But this time we're going to meet a lovely lady called Lynne, and she's also a right giggle.
Hi, my name's Lynne. Welcome to my duplex apartment in the heart of bustling Newcastle. Come on in, let's take a look. The building actually used to be a hotel, and quite amazingly, my actual flat, it used to be the reception area as you came in. If you're after a sort of a quiet, chill-out kind of day, it's really nice to sort of lie on the sofa and watch everybody going past. Then you can have quite a few laughs at people. Shouldn't say that. There's everything that you need in a kitchen in here, although it is quite compact. Here we are, a nice functional suite with a super deep bath and an air spa system with underwater lighting as well. The stairs lead up to the mezzanine bedroom. Like the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, round the back of the wardrobe is a secret exit. So come on, follow me. Back into the living area. So this was the flat, but I've saved the best to last. Off we go, come on. This is the communal garden. It's shared between the residents, and it's a great place to get to know your neighbours. It's really nice and peaceful here. When you think it's a city centre area, it's so quiet and lovely here. It's amazing. Being right in the city centre, everything's on your doorstep. You've got the shops, lots of bars, lots of nice restaurants, fine restaurants, and lots of market areas as well, particularly on a weekend. That's quite good fun. This flat's been valued at around about 130,000.
Lynne's property is a one-bed duplex apartment with a mezzanine floor, just a stone's throw from Newcastle Central Station. So what does she want for her swap?
Although I rent this place out, at the moment, obviously I do live somewhere else, but I would consider living in the house that I would swap with. The property that I'm looking for is one that would have a lot more space than here, so that the cats can obviously have some fun and run around the house in safety, and also into the garden to get a bit of fresh air in the summertime. That was my lovely city pad. I hope you liked it and want to swap. Bye!
I'm loving Lynne. OK, so what was exciting about that?
The location's ideal, isn't it? It's right in the city centre, and there's a place where we go quite often, isn't it? It's around the corner.
OK, so it's right near where you like to hang out.
Yeah.
That's always handy.
I mean, there are certain things that do concern me. The mezzanine bedroom.
You never told me. You said you weren't the sensible one. You told me you were the reckless one. He's meant to be the sensible one here. That is a supreme location in Newcastle. You're going to be compromising on space, and therefore you get the mezzanine.
Yeah.
And it's a bit zany, a bit crazy.
But
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? Yeah.
The Charlie factor. How do you think he's going to live there? Because there's a different proposition for him.
I think it'd be fine.
It's got the back garden, and
Yeah.
you know he's old enough to know the Green Cross code.
Right, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to a different city now. We're going to Manchester, and we're going to meet Greg. And this is Greg's apartment.
Hello, welcome to East Manchester, Rosethorn Avenue. Now I'd like to show you around my apartment. Just to warn you, my mother's inside.
Hello.
Hello, Mum, it's me. Can you let me in?
Of course I can. Oh, hi, Greg.
Hello, Mum. Thanks for coming down this weekend and helping me. Great help.
Are you going to show them the bedrooms first and I'll make a cup of tea?
Yeah, OK, that's a good idea. This apartment would be good for someone who has got some friends could stay in here without feeling like they're under your feet. I've been renting the apartment out, but I wish I'd stayed here really because it's so close to the city centre. I could go clubbing and get a taxi, 10 minutes, I'll be in bed. This is a storage area. You've got plenty of room to put your hoover, ironing board. Oh, sorry, do you want to see the kitchen? As you can see, there's plenty of storage areas. They're deep cupboards. They go back a long way. Well, it's empty.
Now, this is a nice warm area, isn't it?
You know, I'd like to finish work, come down, sit down on the sofa, switch the TV on and relax. Well, the maintenance is managed by a company and they cut all the lawns and they do window cleaning as well, which they're here right now.
Do you want some biscuits?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, cheers anyway.
Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.
Bye, thank you. Right, now we're going to show you how we open the gates for the off-street parking. Now, stage one, Greg gets in his car. Stage two is you tap in the number, which is secret. Stage three, the gates should open. Stage four, the car drives forward. And stage five is the gates will close automatically. And then you have off-street parking.
So how do I get out now, then?
Well, you have to know the code.
OK. The apartment is in a great location. It's 2 miles from the thriving city centre. Manchester is a great place. There's something for everyone, from cycling to drinking. The apartment is on the market for £115,000.
Greg's property is a modern 2-bedroom flat with secure parking 2 miles from Manchester city centre. So, what is his ideal swap?
I've now decided to swap this for a house because I think a house, people would stay there longer than they would do in an apartment.
Okie dokie, I know I want to hang out with Greg's mum and I want to go partying large style in Manchester with Greg's mum. First of all, what do we think of Manchester as a place to live?
I love Manchester.
I love Manchester, yeah.
Yeah.
Been quite a few times for weekends away and stuff like that, so it's, I like Manchester, yeah.
Have you road tested the nightlife in Manchester quite a lot?
Oh, yeah, a few times, yeah.
Fair enough, fair enough. And what did we think of Greg's apartment there?
I thought Greg's apartment was lovely.
Good.
And I really like the fact that the doors opened straight out onto, you know, a grassy part. I think it could be brightened up a bit. I mean, new properties we don't tend to really like, but I like that one. I like the layout of that one. It was quite nice.
But again, I don't think you spend much time in a city centre apartment, do you?
No.
There's
No, that's
so
the
much you
point.
live outside, so...
Yeah.
No.
OK, I am going to disappear and give you some time to think about which one you would like to see a little bit more of. Right, now that was very interesting indeed. Oh my goodness me, the cat is back. Charlie, stop freaking me out. Right, OK. Right, Charlie aside, I thought it was quite interesting because a real mix of properties there and they both made positive noises about all of them. So I don't think there's any point in me speculating about which one they're going to choose. I'm going to use my time efficiently by outstaring Charlie.
The location is perfect. That's absolute, like, bang on where we'd love to be.
Whilst Rhiannon and Gavin decide which property and location will best suit a dynamic new lifestyle, Sunita, our house swap negotiator, has some advice. Sunita's been a property negotiator for over 10 years, helping hundreds of clients move onwards and upwards.
If you want to move house quickly, then house swapping could be the answer. Now, there are several websites out there that could help you find your perfect match. You will, of course, still have to have a HIPS report and you will be paying stamp duty. But, crucially, you get to avoid a chain, and if you're not on with an estate agent, you avoid estate agent fees.
Sunita's invaluable knowledge will help our swappers negotiate a deal. But first we need to find out who Rhiannon and Gavin have decided to swap with.
Was it a tough decision?
Really
Very
hard.
tough, yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
If we were allowed, we would want to see 2 and 3.
Greedy. OK, so, final decision. Which one would you like to test drive?
We're going to go for Lynne's.
In Newcastle?
Yeah, Newcastle,
Number 2, we know the area, and we know that it's a fantastic area around there.
You're really torn about this, aren't you?
Very.
OK. But we're going to go with Lynne's in Newcastle.
Yes. Yeah.
Or pack the drum kit, or maybe not, and go and test drive it. It's yours, and this will be Lynne's. Still to come, Rhiannon and Gavin check out the acoustics in the city flat. Whilst Lynne gets to know the Bishop Auckland house and its mischievous inhabitant.
My cat will be very jealous. I've been stalking another cat.
But when it comes to negotiating the financial nitty-gritty, will things fall apart?
My flat's priced at a competitive rate.
The price that she's got there, it would have definitely applied about 1.5 years ago.
It's time to swap homes for the day. Rhiannon and Gavin are off to explore the city pad in the heart of vibrant Newcastle, whilst Lynne heads to sunny suburbia and the terrace house in Bishop Auckland. They have the chance to exchange lifestyles for the day before they decide if a permanent swap is on the cards. The city pad is bang in the middle of Newcastle city centre. Within walking distance of all the major gig venues, it's perfect for Rhiannon's career as a music promoter and the couple's social scene. But will the flat be what Rhiannon and Gavin are looking for?
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Massive windows.
Yeah, huge big windows.
It's a great room, isn't it? It's somewhere to put a bed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Comfortable, though.
While they make themselves at home, 30 miles south, Lynne has arrived at the terraced house in Bishop Auckland.
10. Oh, here we are. Number 12.
Legal secretary and fitness coach Lynne is looking for a bigger property with outside space for her cat. So will the pretty terrace be home sweet home?
Nice and airy in here. Oh, yes. Nice sized room. Very pleasant. I like the decor. And almost a real fire. Yes, I like those kind of things. It's very nice in here.
In Newcastle, Rhiannon and Gavin are checking out the smallest room in the house.
Not too bad, it's better than I expected.
I mean, it's could do with a good scrub, but it's not as...
It's not tiny, is it?
No, it's a bit better than I expected.
It's similar size to
I was
ours.
just going to say, in fact, it's not much different to our size. Fancy a cup of tea?
I could murder one, yes.
Is it that time already?
Oh, I like this. Ooh, pan chocolate. Oh, bless. A little note. Welcome to our house. Please make yourself at home and feel free to help yourself to anything you may need. Ooh, they must have known I like coffee. Big full pot. Wonder where the fridge is. It wasn't here and it wasn't there. Oh, it's not here. And it's not there. Where is the fridge?
She'll be enjoying the croissants. She'll be enjoying the coffee that was put out.
She won't if she can't find the milk.
It's not up here. It can't be up there. No. Challenge. Where's this? No, these are drawers.
Is there any sugar?
Not you as well.
Oh, I wonder if it's in here. Hey, here it is. How close. I would never have thought of doing something like this.
Sounds like sugar.
Tea break disaster averted. Time to check out the rest of the property.
I do like that fire. It's almost like an old sort of range thing, isn't it, really? I wonder if it's some kind of boiler or something for maybe a train.
Train, furnace, bread oven, they're all the same thing really, aren't they?
Oh, I do like this. It's a very nice room. Yeah, my dining table would look very nice in here.
While Lynne mentally moves in, Rhiannon and Gavin are also measuring up the flat's vital statistics.
Well, it's close to St James's Park and big Newcastle United fan, so walking distance, plenty of nightlife.
I like the proximity to the train station as well. If you just fancy a day out to York, it's 5 minutes walk.
A garden is high on Lynne's property wish list, but will Rhiannon and Gavin's backyard get her green fingers tingling?
This was one of the reasons why I wanted to move out of the city centre, was to have some outdoor space. There's a very nice bit of back garden, very sort of easy care.
So it's a ticked box for Lynne, but what about the city pad's green space?
It's turned out very nice for a communal garden. I didn't expect it to be like as landscaped as it is.
It's nice, isn't it?
Keen to find out more about the apartments, Rhiannon and Gavin take the opportunity to chat to a neighbour.
How often do they clean the windows?
I think it's once every 2 or 3 years, you know. Yeah,
Sorry.
2 years to 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, 2 years. But I've lived here 15 and a half years now, and I love it, you know. The neighbours are nice. If there's any parties, we'll let you know.
How do you feel about drums?
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind any music.
You sound like a perfect neighbour.
Well, I am.
In Bishop Auckland, Lynne is also checking out who lives next door.
This is good that you can see out up and down the street, see what's going on, have a bit of nose, watch people. There's a nice little play park up the top there. Oh, yes, the cat. Hello.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
My cats will be very jealous. I've been stalking another cat. It's a very nice room.
Back at the city flat, Rhiannon and Gavin are practising for a lazy night in.
Hello?
Oh, hi, here's Pizza Hut.
I haven't ordered a pizza.
Come on, you're supposed to play the game.
Oh, sorry.
Let me in. Hi. Works.
Having passed Gavin's strict door policy, Rhiannon helps him find a home for a rather important item.
There would probably be the obvious part underneath the stairs.
Careful with that chair, Gavin. In Bishop Auckland, Lynne has found the real thing.
Hey! Oh, which end do you hold?
That bodes well. Drum roll, please.
I haven't got very much rhythm. There we go.
Yeah, not as good as me.
I wonder if this room's soundproofed.
Time for our swappers to check out the local area. And keen to kickstart her music career, Rhiannon heads straight for a local record shop to make some contacts.
The live music scene in Newcastle is really, really good at the moment. You know, the End, which is the best venue for new live music at the minute, which is where you're most likely to see new talent. You've got the Head of Steam, which puts on great gigs.
Yeah, we've been there quite a few times. If you decide to move up to Newcastle, it would be a good like career move for Rhiannon and a good area for the music scene.
I definitely think so. I think I could suggest a lot of bands that would benefit from your help, you know. That wouldn't be a problem.
Great. A house swap and a job. This is going well.
We'll probably see you at one of your nights then.
Definitely, come down. It'd be good to see you.
Thanks a lot.
Guest list?
Possibly.
In Bishop Auckland, Lynne is off to explore the great outdoors. She wants a country property to escape her hectic city life. So what will she make of the rural lifestyle?
Is everything homemade in the shop?
Yes, lots of it's from all the meat's our own meat.
Yeah.
Sourced on, from our farm, and a lot of the products that we've got in are made by local people.
Wow. So people from the area.
Yeah,
that's
this
really
lady's
good.
actually from Bishop Auckland.
Oh,
so,
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be nice with my coffee this afternoon.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. It's so out in the country, and it's not that far away really from the city centre.
So as the one-day swap draws to a close, could a permanent swap be on the cards?
It's got a lot of positives.
I think it's the price that's the biggest negative.
You're paying for the location, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's where the valuations come from, because it is ideally situated for us especially.
I think that's where what is sort of the tempting part about this.
It would be fantastic if this cat came with the property. To be honest, I haven't found anything in this house at all that I don't like. I could actually see myself living here.
Having swapped homes and lifestyles for a day, there's a lot for everyone to consider. Will they decide to make a permanent swap? Only tomorrow will tell. There you go, the swap is over, and it would seem it's city versus country, country versus city. Which is better, I don't know. I often think, though, that the city is just a large community where people are lonesome together. It's in the country where you can really get to know a person properly. Or a good book. See, I've just talked myself out of both places. But will our house hunters want to swap their country and city ways? Well, to help advise is our negotiator, Sunita. She's so sharp talking, she could shave the bristles off a kiwi fruit. Sunita Shroff has been helping people find their dream properties and agree the best price for them for over 10 years. She'll be using her expertise to negotiate a deal for our swappers.
Negotiating can be a tricky and even emotional process, and the properties won't necessarily be valued at the same price. So it's my job to get both sides to agree on a fair and realistic price to swap. But house swapping isn't all about the money. It's about avoiding that awful chain, potentially avoiding the estate agent's fees, and of course of months of your property being on the market. So if both sides are prepared to negotiate, they could walk away with a great deal.
So let's remind ourselves of what Sunita has to bargain with. Rhiannon and Gavin have the pretty terrace house in Bishop Auckland valued at £115,000. They want to make the most of the social life in Newcastle and be in the centre of things for Rhiannon's music career. Lynne has the one-bed city pad in Newcastle valued at £129,500. She's keen to move to a bigger property outside of the city with a garden for her cats. So first things first, what's the feedback?
Okay, now you wanted a major cultural city, because obviously you live out in the country, and you chose Newcastle, which is buzzing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lovely place, yeah. Really like Newcastle.
Like Newcastle. Newcastle's great because it's on all the transport links and it's still
great
close
nightlife.
enough to home. Yeah, we know the nightlife's we already know the nightlife's brilliant.
All in all, Newcastle has got the thumbs up.
It has,
Big
yes.
thumbs up for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Great, lovely. And let's talk about the property now. Dying to know what you thought.
It was just a nice feel, like when you went through this really high ceilings and you were going up this staircase. The bathroom wasn't porky. It didn't need replacing. There was a whirlpool bath. It had a shower.
Whirlpool bath was good.
Yeah, it was a decent sized bath. And
the room itself's got a lot going for it, hasn't it? It's quirky. It's got lovely big windows when you go in.
But they're dirty.
The old style buildings like that, that's what we were looking for really, wasn't it? That type of apartment or flat.
Now, Lynne, potentially you were thinking of moving out of the city to something a little bit more space and also a garden. Now, did you find that?
I was quite pleased with the outside of the house because the bay windows and everything, they were presented well. There's a nice little small front garden with a little gate. And when you went in, it was really sort of spacious, airy, very nice inside.
Did you have a nice feel?
Yeah, generally I did sort of think it was, it was a good location. I didn't really realise how far out it actually was until I went to visit it. But it's still got good transport links and you can get into Newcastle within about an hour, so that's good.
Now, what about cons?
I would say the biggest down point on that apartment was that the maintenance charges are expensive, and we asked one of the neighbours how often the windows got cleaned, and she said about once every 2 years. And for the charges that they were charging, I'd expect them cleaned every month.
They used to do them twice a year, but now I think they've cut it down to once a year, mainly because the main road outside is very busy and they have to block off one lane of them, and it's the main commute into Newcastle, so it's kind of a bit strategically difficult.
But that is something to take up with the management company because they should be doing that probably 6 monthly.
Yeah, the residents have complained about it, I'd say. I haven't spoken to the Residents Association in a while, but I'm sure it's something that they are on to.
So we're still on track for a potential swap, but with high maintenance charges to consider, the finances have got to be right. So what do our swappers value each other's properties at?
Their house is valued at $115,000. What do you think of that?
When I found out the price of their property, to be honest, I did think it was worth more.
That's nice.
Yeah, I love
that.
Bearing in mind, I mean, if you had that flat, if that had that house in Newcastle, it would cost a lot more, like a load more.
With your property being on the market at $129,500, generally speaking, I always feel that whatever it's on the market at, it's always about 10% too much anyway.
And my flat's priced at a competitive rate, given the other properties that you can buy around you. But there could be sort of some form of negotiation in between to, arrive at a figure that was reasonable.
How's it been going today?
Well, actually, Lynne is playing ball.
Ah, very good. In what way?
Well, Rhiannon and Gavin's property has been valued at £115,000, and Lynne was pleasantly surprised
with that. Excellent. Dare I say, I think this is going very well indeed. But if you rest, you rust, so get moving.
I asked Lynne what she thought of the price of your property, and honestly, she thought it was worth $115,000, if not more.
It isn't all sort of doom and gloom in the property market, is it?
Stop! Now, Lynne's flat is on the market at $129,500. What value do you place on her property?
I can see that where the price that she's got there, it would have definitely applied about 1.5 years ago. For that price, we have seen apartments that have patio doors onto the communal gardens. We knew before we went that it was a mezzanine, and that does mean open plan, but it was just literally there was only space there for the bed.
This is city living.
Yeah.
And city living is so different, isn't it? Because you can halve it. The dimensions, everything is so much more compact because you're living in the city. Yeah. You're in the heart of it. For city living, you've got to compromise on space. Yeah. If potentially you were to swap, what sort of price do you think you'd put on it?
I would say about $115. Something like that as a
$115.
I think that would be reasonable, yeah.
I think to start negotiation, I would definitely say, look, Lynne, I think we should drop your property to $120,000. Just because, again, I've done my research, I've looked around, I've looked at comparables, and the building, the Crown Hotel, it's been very, very sympathetically done.
Tying out the front, and the windows have been kept original.
So the differential between the $120,000 and $115,000 is £5,000. That is the spread. I think that's fair. I think that's good value.
So Sunita has a possible deal from Rhiannon and Gavin. Their house in Bishop Auckland plus £5,000 in exchange for the city flat. But will Lynne agree?
Here's the deal on the table. I spoke to Rhiannon and Gavin. Right. Their property being worth $115,000, your property worth $120,000. So the spread, the differential, was only £5,000.
I feel like $120,000 really would be a bit low Just a little bit low. So I mean, I kind of think that yes, it's a good opportunity to swap.
But for you, what do you think would be fair spread?
I was saying maybe 8,000.
Lynne potentially might go for an £8,000 spread. So that means that your property is still worth £115,000, which is what it was actually valued at. So you're not losing anything. And Lynne's property would be £123,000. But I need to leave that with you now.
Okay.
That is really the final offer.
So after 5 hours of negotiation, we have a deal on the table. The house in Bishop Auckland plus £8,000 in exchange for the city pad. The deal gives Lynne the chance to make a move to the country and Rhiannon and Gavin the opportunity to live in the heart of the city. But will they go for it? It's decision time. As they say, it's not the destination, it is the journey. How have we found it so far?
It's been really interesting, especially the whole road testing the property is just something that you really miss out on the traditional approach.
Well, ultimately, we want to find out if we've actually managed to strike a deal here. Are you going to exchange houses? Are you going to swap for good? Lynne, you first. Turn it over. OK, it's a green key. It's a very positive sign. That's half a deal. Do we have a full deal? Turn it over. No! Oh. Why? Why not a swap? What's the deal?
Absolutely, really nothing to do with the property. If we could have had a purple key, I would have preferred that, but it's just...
Tough decision,
it was
wasn't
a very tough decision.
It just didn't feel right.
Okay.
And,
that's completely allowed. That is completely allowed. We don't have to make you buy. You must swap the house, which is quite frustrating though, because obviously for you it worked.
Obviously, I'm disappointed. I was looking forward to sort of, living out in the country there. I had my little farm shop already and I was thinking, great, now I'm going to have to find it from the north. So, but I'll get there another day.
I want to say to both of you, thank you very, very much. It's been very interesting.
Went right down to the wire, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was a tough one. We got to do what we felt was right in the end.
I guess I'm going to go back up to Newcastle and have a little think about where I want to head to next. And hopefully it will be somewhere out into the country.
Well, they say it takes hands to build a house, but only hearts can build a home. But nobody said how much passion it would take to swap a home. So join me next time for more love and effort on House Swap.